Decisive action against crime and corruption is essential for inclusive growth. Criminal elements in our country have taken to the illegal occupation of construction sites and soliciting protection money from businesses. Now, this will come to an end because it is impeding economic growth. Now, to combat these practices, a joint rapid response team at a national and provincial level will respond to the problem of violent disruptions and construction sites and other business activities. A well-functioning revenue service is central to our economic recovery program.
Yeah.
The turnaround at SARS has begun in earnest, and the significant areas of tax evasion and tax fraud have already been identified. SARS is rebuilding its capacity to reverse the decline, to improve compliance, and to recover lost tax revenue. We are working to clamp down on the illegal economy and illicit financial flows, including transfer pricing abuse, profit shifting, VAT and customs duty fraud, under invoicing of manufactured imports, corruption and other illegal schemes. The decisive action we have taken to prevent, to detect and act against COVID-related corruption will strengthen the broader fight against crime. The Special Investigation Unit has made significant progress in probing allegations of criminal conduct in all public entities during the national state of disaster. The work of the SIU continues, and it will also continue here if you wish in Parliament. And the outcomes of the investigations will be made public once all the due processes have been completed. Law enforcement agencies are being strengthened, and they are also being provided with adequate resources to enable the identification and swift prosecution of corruption and fraud. We wish to assure all South Africans, I would like to assure all South Africans, if there ever was doubt, that there will be no political interference. Repeat, there will be no political interference with the work of our law enforcement agencies. I will make sure that there is none, because it is only when there is no political interference that we are able to observe the rule of law and strengthen all our agencies in the criminal justice system. We will continue to strengthen the framework to ensure that political office bearers at all spheres of government do not do business with the state, and we welcome the agreement at NEDLAC that all social partners will act decisively against corruption and fraud in their own ranks. Now, this is an issue which came up quite strongly at the NEDLAC level, and it was most heartening to hear all the partners at NEDLAC underscoring precisely this point. The public procurement bill will be fast-tracked and transversal contracts put in place for large volume items. Among other things, this framework will provide a path of fiscal consolidation. It will also speak to our efforts for debt reduction and reprioritization that is supportive of growth and recovery. We cannot sustain the current levels of debt, particularly as increasing borrowing costs are diverting resources that should be utilized for economic and social development. That is why we are urgently implementing the economic reforms that we have agreed with our social partners at NEDLAC to unlock investment, stimulate economic activity, and generate revenue for the fiscus. In reducing government expenditure, we are ensuring that funds that are reprioritized towards poverty alleviation, infrastructure investment, support for economic development and fighting crime and corruption are there to do precisely that.